Hey everyone, Sly47 here. I've got a video today on mission ships, the ships that you specifically have to just knock out those daily and weekly missions every week. Quick, done, simple, you've got them, good. So let's kind of talk about that, but of course, while I'm going through my list of all the missions that are basically the typical ones, besides the ones that are kind of very generic, like fight battles and such, leave yours down in the comments down below. Try to give a variety. I know there's a few ships that obviously could do a plethora of different missions, but of course, I kind of want to give different options for people. That way we're not narrowing the just down to a few ships that people play in order to get stuff done. Let's give options. So see what other people are saying. Let us know what your opinions are down below. That'd be awesome. Hope you all enjoy the video. Let's get into it. So for those newer players, let's actually talk what are missions, where can they be found, and everything. Second tab on the left, click here, first area, pops up immediately, you've got your missions tab. So, of course, you get 3 weeklies, 6 dailies. Weeklies actually, just so everyone knows, they reset Sunday morning, so that'll be, or Sunday at midnight, so it's kind of an FYI there. But your dailies, of course, daily. Now, you typically can only have 2 at a time being played, but if you have premium, which of course you can go click on that, get premium account weekly or monthly. Monthly is still one of the best buys for gold, so if you want to start a stream of gold and then all the other benefits of premium, right there, that's a good idea. And or per se, let's say you've been playing for a little bit, go over to the warehouse, which takes a long time to load, go over to premium time, and you'll have premium time certificates there. Commonly, you just kind of collect them. I have a bunch on my main account. I don't know where I got them, probably from the Blitz Pass, but yeah, that's a thing. So you can use that as well if you're per se power grinding the missions, kind of get them done really quickly so you can have 3 of them up at a time. Now, of course, you can also replace the missions by actually clicking the replace button. And by the way, don't replace for 100 gold, just use your free ads to replace them. You get 3 of them a day, so you can do that. But what you'll want to do is try to play a bunch of missions that are similar. So you're constantly trying to get 1 or 2 done in a game, or even 3, of course, if you got premium. What do these give you? What's the point of doing these missions? Well, of course, they all have their individual rewards that you get, and also they give oil, which, of course, if you're a fleet, you donate to help upgrade and keep on moving up the fleet right that. But it also gives you points towards the Blitz Pass and points towards these bottom crates. And the specific reason why I actually finally made this video is that actually I was trying to get to this crate, which of course is the penultimate crate. It's the crate that you all want because of course you go for a free tier 5 or 6, and eventually if you collect them all 5,000 gold. But basically this allows you, once again, a free tier 5 or 6. This is a really nice reward system. I want to say you almost pick one up if you play a bunch, like every single day, and get your missions done. I want to say it's almost every 2 months ish. I think that's around the right style because you have to go through the 150, 400, 150 again, 600, 150 and 1000 crate, and then another 150, another 500 or something, and then you actually get to this crate. So there's actually a good amount of points. Actually, I've never actually calculated it, so if someone in the comments down below has the numbers, that would be awesome. But yeah, this is the mission system. Just a quick little breakdown for anyone who's new to it. So with capture points, there's a little bit of variability in the mission types because of course you have the problems of, is it domination and epicenter or is it base control? And those two, just the ability to get cap points is just so much better than that of base control because there's only one and then you win. So yeah, it's a little rough, but if I'm going to choose anything, my first picks for any way to get my cap missions done is going to be an HMS destroyer. So Her Majesty's Service, the British DDs. These things are sneaky. They've got fuel smoke to get in and get out. They've got sonar to contest other smoke DDs, and their weapons and their torpedoes are both deadly in what they do. Highly would suggest picking up like the HMS Jervis right here. Tier 7, not exactly too hard to get to, and of course being mid-tier, I just have this feeling that there tends to be more epicenter and domination in the mid-tier. Maybe that's just me, but that's just my, I don't know, it's weird, but I feel that way. But definitely HMS Jervis is a great pickup, and the entire HMS line is great at going in, contesting caps, and using smoke to either get in stealthily or get out stealthily. And for those who specifically maybe don't like the single fire torpedoes or fuel smoke and kind of want a very basic, simple DD, The US destroyer line is perfect for that as well. I've got the Benson right here. It's a very middle of the road, good, solid DD that can handle just about everything you throw at it. And it's got regular smoke and regular style torpedoes. So contesting caps and contesting kind of whatever you run into, it works. It's very good. So I highly would suggest that as well. Now, for those who are wanting a premium option, maybe they're not really exactly the best DD player and everything like that, give you kind of one right here, the Kamikaze. Now, the Kamikaze is a bat out of hell with insane torpedoes, horrible guns, but think of this basically as you're going to be the first one to get the cap pretty quickly, and you'll cap pretty much about the same time that some DDs are just starting to enter the cap. So if you're wanting a premium option, you can definitely throw some money at the Kamikaze. A little bonus one on the caps on this one, the USS Somers is also a really good pickup as well, especially since it's in the shipyard, and it's an insane one, especially on the number of torpedo hits and also on many other missions because of its guns. It's a very versatile boat, and it has one of the lowest surface detections, if not the lowest in the game. So very sneaky, great DD, great capabilities, a little trollish on the torps, but we still love it. Next up to bat is Citadels. Now, of course, Citadels are RNG in this game. There are ways to improve the likelihood of it, but that's a whole nother video in its own. But specifically, you got to stick to battleships and heavy cruisers specifically. Anything basically like 155 and up can absolutely Citadel most ships, and actually many even like 180s can Citadel battleships. It's especially with the right commander skills and everything. But specifically, what I'd want to call out is the entire IJN battleship line right here. I've got the wonderful Nagato right here. Definitely a ship class that absolutely can smack with those Citadels. But of course, you go all the way up to the Yamato, and you're really doing some fun amounts of Citadels. Let's say even get the amazing Fukushima. That thing Citadels beautifully. Like I think it's like a 10K Citadel on certain ships. It's devastating, but yeah. There's a bit of RNG, and you're going to get a different luck with certain ships depending on how you play, but personally, the IJN battleship line, great one for Citadels. Now, for someone who's wanting to put a little bit of money down and actually has this on sale, I'd highly suggest the Champagne. So, this French battleship, like, I would have chosen anything but this until I played it. And then I played it and started averaging 2 to 3 Citadels a game. This thing prints them. It's an amazing battleship. It really is. Play it like a super heavy cruiser. You'll do a lot better than trying to play it like that because it's so weak armor. But the Champagne is absolutely insane. I think I got its battle honors done in 16 games, so it averaged approximately 2 Citadels a game. And of course, you have those bad games and everything like that. You don't hit anything, or maybe you have a bunch of DDs. But of course, for me, Champagne was an amazing ship. It just absolutely prints the Citadel. So if you want to put some money into it, highly would suggest getting this to get those Citadel missions done quickly. Now, fire missions. Specifically, obviously, you might have to start them, or you might have to do the damage with them. Personally, to me, I want consistency onto these fires. I want to make sure I'm putting fires onto multiple targets at a time, which means that I want a good fire rate, good accuracy, and just the capability of keeping those fires back up the moment they get done with their heal. So, of course, I'm going to go with the long-range sniper classes of the Shapayev, or actually the whole Nevsky line, really. They're all great fire starters. Specifically looking at the Shapayev right here, and of course the Mikhail Kutuzov is added in on this also. But these are long-range support snipers that just light people up with the amount of firepower they can put on target and then start fires on those targets. These are great ships, but make sure you stay back. They do not take damage well. But yeah, highly would suggest if you want to get your fires done, go up the Nevsky line. You will not regret it. It's a great line. Premium side-wise, I'd probably choose the Agincourt. So of course, British battleship, insane fire chance, but also an insane amount of guns where you can just wipe DDs off the face of the battlefield. It's so much fun to do that, all while starting multiple fires on multiple different targets. It's a great battleship to pick up, and of course offers a lot of different capabilities within it, because it is also a lot of guns and a lot of firepower, so multiple missions at once. And we all know I have to reference this pile of and by pile of it's because I hate it. I hate playing against this thing. It's the Smolensk. It it has to be referenced here just because of how stupid it is. 16 guns of just pure fire-breathing hell. Luckily, you can nuke this thing from orbit with so many different other ships, but at the same time, if you have a good player on the other side with this thing, yeah, you've got triple fires on you almost instantaneously. This thing just prints fires. I have to say it here. I just have to. It's just almost mandatory in this game to say how BS the Smolensk is. So, yeah. If you really want to get your weekly fire mission done in 3 games, this exists. So what's more annoying than trying to get your citadels than trying to get floods, because it's just a little bit even more RNG-ish, and also you have to hit your target and on other things. It's yeah. But let's make it easy for you. The entire EUDD line, just literally go up it. They print floods. I've gotten 5, 6, 7 floods in a game from these ships. These things just print them. And the reason is super fast torpedoes and then insanely high flood rates. So you basically add those two together, you can't miss your torpedoes, and if one of them hits, it's actually a good chance you're going to flood them. So these are amazing. I've got the Oster Outland right here, which is an amazing tier 9, but the Skane is also great. The tier 6 was pretty decent, I like to say, so you have other options within this entire line. I didn't really like the Olin, but some people did. You know, it's kind of one of those ships that some people like it, some people don't. But yeah, you want to get your flood missions done, just go down the EUDD line. They're good. And also, you can shoot down planes with them, which is fun. But yeah, they're just insane. Runners up on the flooding side of things, I would definitely suggest the Akizuki or the entire, of course, IJN torpedo line going up all the way to the Shimakaze. These things absolutely can definitely cause floods, but their torpedoes hit harder, so you kind of get the whole variety of the two. So this is just a secondary option for you if you're not exactly enjoying the EUDD line grind. For those who just want to throw some money and fix the problem immediately, you have, of course, another EUDD, kind of not surprisingly, but of course, the EU Bliskavika. I said that exactly right now. It's kind of quite an interesting name. But either way, this is an amazing 7-gun, 6-torpedo ship. Does a phenomenal job, reloads quick, everything like that. It's just a very solid DD, and of course, it prints the floods, it gets the mission done. I want to say almost any time I have a cause 2 floods in one battle, I play this once, and pretty much I get it. It's easy. It's incredibly a good premium to pick up, so highly would suggest it if you're just looking to throw some money into the game and get this mission over. So one of the more fun missions can be completed just by basically one line, and pretty much this one line has the lock on it. It's kind of just their thing. Which, of course, it's the German battleships and secondary hits. Just any of these ships. After basically 6 and above, there's a tier 5 premium too as well. But just, they get them done. They get them done. And I try to challenge myself, actually, with this mission, especially when it's the weekly hit 300 over a week. I try to challenge myself to see how fast I can get it done. Because it just means brawl. And I love brawling in this game. It's just a blast, so I enjoy it so much. I actually got, my fastest so far is 2 games. In the Frederick de Guber, 1 game I had 270 plus hits with the secondaries. Just absolutely murdered an enemy team. It's their purpose, it's their thing, it's their mission. So just Bismarck, Frederick, Grosser, Odin, PEF, just, of course, the mighty G. I don't know why I said that so late in that, but of course, maybe my brain's just going from talking to you guys for so long. Oh man, I'm so glad you guys don't see all the fail takes. But yeah, just go up the entire German line. It's amazing. They'll get these missions done lickety split, and of course, it's fun too because brawling is fun in Blitz. So enjoy it. Any premium, any premium, grab them. They're good. Modules are a bit more of a generic take on this because, of course, modules are on any ship, on any tier. There's basically, you can do them on anything, but I specifically wanted to highlight something on a commander skill that would highly increase this mission from kind of the inconvenient mission to the blisteringly easy type of style. So of course, if you're looking to finally get these missions done, get a tier 9 commander so you can get demolitions expert, which of course you have a 10% chance of destroying modules on enemy ships. It just basically means now those 2 modules in a game become stupidly easy. So just wanted to quickly highlight this before I told you about the ships that I would choose. For the freemium pick on modules, I would specifically want to say you kind of want to stick around tier 5 and 6. And the reason is you get a lot of those single gun attachments for secondaries, or you get a lot of small guns on cruisers and all this other stuff, so they have a lot of low health pools. I'd highly suggest, first up, the New Mexico class. It's got a lot of guns, which of course, hey, maybe you're actually shooting at it. You can enjoy getting a bunch of modules from that, but you can tell on the sides of this ship and on so many other ships of this tier, you have a lot of small guns that you just hit upper mid ship and you pretty much just pop 2 modules off the bat. It's very easy to do. But of course, with 12 big guns for its tier, New Mexico is a great class also to do the exact same thing to just about everyone else in this tier. Knocking out guns, knocking out torpedo tubes, just a lot of different firepower. Very nice dispersion that just generally whacks the ship. So generally I would stay between 5 and 6. Modules just get printed off pretty easily. Premium side wise, I would absolutely choose the Guilo Cesari or the Giulio Cesari, however exactly you say it. It's got a lot of good guns. It's fast, it hits hard, and of course it's accurate enough at this tier that you can land your shells exactly where you want, and you just pop those modules, just clear as day. It's very easy. So highly would suggest picking up the ship or just getting it from the mission crate, waiting for it, because it is definitely worth it to get it. But of course, wouldn't blame you for waning at the same time because the mission crate is free. So yeah, Giulio Cesari, great ship. Damage. So damage, of course, is going to be up to personal preference. You really can't say that there's a best damaging ship in this game because, of course, not everyone's going to play that ship well, and it's going to be very up to the personal bias of someone of saying, hey, I just do best in this, or looking at your stats saying, oh, I obviously do best in this. So for me, this is, of course, a very personal pick. I would definitely say the Republic line. The French battleships, because of that rapid reload, just absolutely wail out the damage in a game, and let alone their speed and mobility, just capable of getting into the right positions to do that damage. Of course, it can get you in trouble. Be careful about that. But overall, Republic is still, even after post-nerf, an amazing damage-dealing ship. The entire line is great at it just because the guns are pretty accurate. The rapid reload just rocks ships. And of course, the premiums of the line are also incredibly good. Black Gascon, Champagne, Bogner, crap, I forgot to say that right. But yeah, the other tier 10 one, they're all great at doing consistent amounts of damage. Maybe not always winning and probably dying pretty quickly, but they're going to do the damage for me. So I don't know, leave in the comments down below what's your best damage dealing ship and stuff like that, and what would you suggest to other people that maybe are DD mains or cruiser mains. There's so many others. I know a lot of people are probably going to be like going, why didn't you pick a cruiser for this one? Sly, you're a cruiser main. Because you kind of play these like long range heavy cruisers. But I digress, don't worry, the premium pick will be a cruiser. And that premium cruiser, of course, is the Kronstadt. Now, would say Stalingrad would also be up in here, but of course Stalingrad's a little bit harder to get. But this sucker, basically its little pocket, Stalingrad, absolutely an insane sniper in damage. Just hits 9 for 9 at max range. The amazing caliber of the guns absolutely can Citadel battleships. It's just a deadly ship. You do not want to let this thing feast on your team at all. You want this thing dead. And of course, you can get it in the shipyard for copper, which in my opinion actually is a pretty good deal for it. Steal of a ship, so much fun. But of course, if you get the Stalingrad, exact same playstyle, sniper, stay at range, you just rack up the damage. It's absolutely an insane ship. I think I averaged like 76,000 damage in the ship on average. It just melts things. It's good. It's incredibly good. Highly would suggest it. But yeah, that also Moskva's kind of up there in there too. But of course, I don't know how we can get it anymore. Who knows? Might come out soon. Who knows? Don't know. So some of you may be thinking, how is Sly going to teach us how to get our win missions done quicker? He's going to teach us how to win more? And why is he on a carrier? He doesn't play carriers. Well, I had to put in the Sly pan into the video. It's kind of just a meme at this point. So the reason why I have this is twofold. So first off, how you want to win more? Get in a division. Just get with multiple people. Especially if you've got voice chat, especially if you've got a fleet that you can play with, that you play with often, so you can, expect at least 2 teammates on your team are going to be good, and you know how they play, so you can play well, you can bounce off each other. Division. You will win more in a division. But now, why am I on a carrier? This is actually probably one of the more, I'd say, better picks for a carrier division, specifically to lower tier your platoon. So what it specifically does, and if you don't know this is a lot of higher tier players will use this. It's the exact same reason why I disagree with Pig-Bay's sentiment on win rate. But basically what you do is you take a tier 7 carrier and you pair it up with 2 tier 8s. And what that does is it enforces Matchmaker to give you a tier 7 and 8 game. Just restricts it right to that. Your tier 8s will never see your tier 9s, and of course your tier 7 carrier will only see another tier 7 carrier. Saipan shuts down the other carrier. So now you basically have a 6v6, and you know your entire team will be your tier or lower. So now you have controlled Matchmaker to give yourself an advantage in the game. And that's what you do. That's how, if anyone wants to know how people get those 100 wins done in 2-3 days, especially if they end up getting a bunch of bot games, because of course Matchmaker eventually just shoves you into a full bot game. So now you have an easier win. That's how they get them. That's how people have 70-75% win rates. It's not because they're just that damn good. There are a few players that are just that damn good, but I will say that a majority, or at least a good portion of their games, they have a CV in their team, and it's a very good CV player, and that pushes them to an absolute extreme, capable of just decimating enemy teams if they happen to even get an enemy team. So that's why I have a CV up. That's why I have the Saipan up. The Kaga is another one that's very dangerous. But of course, you can do it all the way up with a tier 8 carrier and tier 9, so they never get tier 10s, or all the way down to tier 4 carriers with tier 5s. You can control the Matchmaker a little bit, and you can increase your win rates and get those win missions done. But mostly, you can get other missions, the victory blitzes, everything like that, done quicker if you join up on a team. Pure, plain and simple. So yeah, that's all I can say. And who knows, maybe Pig-Bay and I are planning a video together to kind of discuss my win rates thoughts and his win rate thoughts, because of course none of us are completely right. So kills, we all want them, and they always get stolen from us whenever we need them. So okay, how am I gonna increase the amount of kills you do? So I'm gonna play off of my style of how I would perceive to get kills more often. But of course, I do have to kind of call out the one easy way to get kills before I go into how I play and kind of go into personal biases. And of course, leave in the comments down below exactly what your favorite ways of getting kills are. Especially not the first one, because of course this first one is pretty much known by the entire community. And it's the Clemson. It's the Clubson, as many people call it. This thing is ridiculously powerful. It's got a lot of torps. It's got a lot of guns. It can take out anything at tier 4. And of course at tier 4, they're noobs. So they run into the torps and they die a lot. So you can get a lot of kills from that. Steel clubbing, it's a way. It's a way to get more kills. It has to be said. But if you want to know what the best tier 4 really, in my opinion, the Clemson is it's incredibly powerful. But let's go on to more legitimate strategies. The first strategy in kills, for me, exactly, is I go for ships with an insane amount of firepower. And the first thing that comes to mind whenever I think of an insane amount of firepower is the Minotaur. It's incredibly sneaky, its guns are phenomenal at killing DDs, and its torpedoes are incredibly incredibly powerful with the single fire torpedoes, and because it's all sneaky, you can stealth torp and everything, and it's guns and smoke. It's just a full package. It's an insane amount of damage in a very small ship. Yes, it can get nuked. It's high risk, high reward. But to me, that style just lends itself to getting a lot of kills. It's one of my highest kill rate ships in the game. It is an absolutely phenomenal ship. Highly would suggest the entire line. But for me, you want to try to find those ships that just scream power. Maybe not the strongest in terms of armor, but they just smack ships. Agincourt's another one, and there's so many other options. But let's go on to the second one. Next strategy I go to is extremes. Find a ship that is only good at one specific thing. And this has led the Venezia onto this list. An absolute insane powerhouse to just shut down those DDs. This thing is a monster. It's one of my highest kill to death ratio ships in the game. This thing smacks them around, gives no quarter to DDs, kind of can do well against cruisers and a little bit less on battleships, but because it just so well performs on that, you're just knocking out DDs in the first minutes of the game before anyone can even kill you or hurt you. So you get those kills, you just get them, and that's exactly how I would go about it, is choose those incredibly specialized ships. Second extreme ship that I would absolutely suggest, Colbert. This thing's in the shipyard right now. 3-second reload on its guns. Absolutely murders things. And don't forget about AP at close range. If you can get up around a battleship, dodge most of its guns, this thing will cripple battleships very quickly with the amount of DPM this thing has. Highly would suggest it, though do watch out for getting nuked by anything and everything. And just to add in a DD to the extremes on this, Somers is back because, of course, it's just back. This ship has one of the highest KD ratios on my account. Its torpedoes are always just, you think of them as bad because they're slow, but there's so many of them, and it reloads so quick. The surface detection is amazing, so you can get into really hard spots for people to find you. But yeah, no, I highly suggest the Somers as well. This ship is absolutely insane on taking out a lot of targets. But of course, it's an extreme. You're really sacrificing those torpedoes, though you have a lot of them. So just understand. For the battleships on the extremes, of course, we all knew the battleship for the extreme was going to be the Vermont. The insanely long reload of this ship is nuts. But its Alpha Strike is like nothing else. I'm talking 20 to 30k Alpha Strikes at times at medium range. This ship smacks battleships around. Like, it is phenomenal. It is fun. It's tanky is all get out, but it is definitely an extreme ship where, hey, you fire and you don't get the person, the person only has 1/10 health. Yeah, someone else is going to kill it. Someone else is, just because you have such a long reload, but it can't be denied this ship definitely gets kills pretty easily with just the Alpha Strike alone. And finally, with the kills, let's stop with the gimmicks, let's stop with the extremes, and let's just talk about sometimes bringing out a ship that's just good. Of course, it's all luck of the draw. Do your shells even hit the target? Do you fire at the right time? Does your reload work? Do you pen? Do you not pen? Do you start a fire? Do you not start a fire? Sometimes you just gotta find the middle of the road ship that just works. And for me, surprisingly, it's the Vanguard. This ship is just highly maneuverable. Its guns are good. Its HE is good. Its AP is good. Its secondaries are kind of hilariously good. Its skill sets are fun. It's just good. It just does it. It's kind of like the Moskva to me. It's a very basic ship. Does it do anything crazy? No. Is it solid? Absolutely. And that sometimes just allows you to get those kills from, per se, that Vermont that fired and now isn't able to kill a target, Or, hey, maybe there's a Venezia on your team and it's mostly a battleship game. You can take those extremes and you might not win at times, or you might not get the right team set up or run into the right ships, where sometimes having just a solid run-of-the-mill ship. So, Vanguard, one of them. Indianapolis. Of course, you've got Monarch as a regular tech tree ship. That's a fantastic, just middle-of-the-road ship as well. There's so many of these, and I would just highly suggest look at your stats, check them out, just see what ships are just good, and you might even find some surprises in there where you're like, I don't really remember that ship fondly, but I got a lot of kills in it. So yeah, you might find a diamond in the rough where you end up getting a lot of kills and you don't exactly know why, but it just works. So it's kind of all the kill strategies I typically go for. Of course, that kind of covers the gambit, but there are certain ways you can go about it, especially with tier 10, and maybe there's a bunch of DDs out tonight. Venezia is perfect, Minnow's perfect. Let's say maybe it's a very balanced game, but maybe not a lot of radar cruisers are out. Minnow, or hey, Vanguard, very basic run-of-the-mill ship. Pull that out. Very easy to play, stuff like that. So definitely look at your stats. You might find a diamond in the rough. So, hey, editing Sly here. So past Sly, I kind of forgot about a mission, specifically hits. So the ones that are 100 hits in a game, 100 hits over a few bits, or 500 hits or 1,500 hits in a week, stuff like that. So let's kind of talk about that real quick. Of course, really, this line shows off the most in the Akazuki to Haragumo part of the IGN gunboat line. These ships have a rapid fire from a lot of guns, and they shoot relatively quick, especially the Haragumo, every few seconds, 10 guns. Those just rack up, especially being in smoke. They're able to hide and able to actually maneuver within everything and really stay alive. Torpedoes, they're okay. They're not bad. The overall line is a little bit rough, but let's talk about some premiums. For a lower tier premium, I'd specifically go for the Atlanta. So the Atlanta has a lot of guns, especially 7 on a broadside specifically. It has smoke to kind of stay alive just a little bit longer, so it's capable of doing a lot of damage and also getting up close and personal. Else, it literally can just fire over islands and absolutely just decimate and start up a bunch of fires. So would highly suggest the Atlanta for that situation if you want to get your hits done relatively quickly, though you do have to be careful about kind of getting nuked because it is a light cruiser. Another premium that I would definitely suggest is the Friesland. It's not as annoying as the Smolensk, but it still is pretty annoying, but with rapid firing guns of 1.2 seconds, 2 of them being 360. Of course, you can obviously sub in the Oster somewhat and also the Holland in the exact same position, but the Friesland just is next level because of the smoke. You'll get your hits done. It'll be easy peasy, lemon squeezy, just great. So highly would suggest this, though. You will be targeted because of how annoying you are, but also if a carrier targets you, you get to laugh at them at least. Pretty much covers all of it, except for fights, and I don't think I need to explain fights, but also if you do a fight mission, you can swap it out. If you die early, back to port and swap it out. You might be able to get another mission done and everything like that. Just pro tip there. But newer players, hopefully this helps kind of guides you in the right direction to kind of help getting those missions done, getting those certain ships to kind of help you finish them up a little bit quicker. I know for me, I always try to get 3 to 5 games in, and that generally finishes all of my daily missions and such. So that's kind of what I try to aim for. So having these specialized ships allows me to get that done. But veteran players, in the comments below, let us know. What are your go-to ships? If you're a more DD main, what would you suggest? Battleship main, what would you suggest? Everything like that on all these different options. Also, let me know if you agree or disagree. Maybe there's other better ships. And of course, post your kind of like your that one ship that does it all. There's a few ships that does that, especially with the Somers. Just absolutely does just so many different things. So, God, what else can I think about in this situation? Yeah, Minotaur would be another one. Venezia, Smolensk. It's dirty. It's so dirty. Don't play it. Don't. I try not to play it. But either way, I'm gonna stop before I keep on rambling. Thank you for staying this long in the video, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe for more content like this. Of course, Linktree is down below if you would like to join Discord or follow on Twitch and Facebook. And also, if you want to help support the channel, Patreon is there. Thank you to the Patreon members that are currently on. Y'all are awesome to help support this channel so much. Man, I expected this video to be shorter. It wasn't, but hopefully y'all have a good one. Thank you. Peace.